Let me explain to you what kind of person I am. I'm the kind of guy when I'm driving in my car, and I do love driving, especially around Los Angeles, and I get to a red light, I hope and I pray that I pull up next to an old white woman. And in those glorious moments when I do, I just stare at her. And I wait for us to establish eye contact. And the moment that we do, I casually look away and I lock my door. They're not the only ones who can play that game. I have a lot of free time on my hands, and often what I like to do is call in sick to places I don't even work at. This morning, in fact, I called in to a place called Echols, and Deborah answered the phone again, and I told her, "Hey, Debs, I'm not coming in today. It's raining outside, not gonna make it." And she was furious. She said, "Jason, this is the second time this week that you called into Echols. I gotta write you up." And I was like, "Dad, please, no." And she did. And the bad part is that if you get written up 3 times at Echols, apparently, you're fired. You're out the door. I'm gonna fuck around with Echols and be double unemployed. The next time you guys are walking down the street and you see a homeless person or a transient person or just someone generally asking you for money, I want you to not give them the money. Instead, when they're shaking their little cup of change at you, I want you to actually snatch their cup of change. And I want you to run away with it. Okay? And I want you to take that cup of change and I want you to use it to buy drugs. Just so that they can see what it feels like to have their money wasted on drugs. I'm kidding, that's bad. That might be punching down a little bit. I've always had a very soft spot in my heart for homeless people. I went to a Jesuit university, and as a part of the outreach at a Jesuit university, at least mine, we had to we had to go and help out in the community. We had to help out a lot of homeless shelters. We had to help out at like halfway houses and transition places, and you hear a lot of sad stories, and it really affected my heart. And since then, I have always helped out in every city that I've been in. I've always helped out in homeless shelters and food banks and places where homeless people can get fed and get a hot meal. And I remember speaking to a young lady once, and I told her, like, "Oh, I've always done that." And I really don't even know why. And she goes, "The reason you've done it is because the Jesuit brothers put that in you." Now, I'm not Catholic, I'm not Jesuit, but the cool thing is that they did put that in me, and that's something that's going to live within me forever. So I would actually like to encourage all of you to help the homeless out. And that leads me to shelter. Shelter is imperative for everyone. It's a cornerstone of our life. It's on Maslow's hierarchy. It's number 2, in fact. And if we don't have shelter, it becomes very difficult to survive. Not only for our physical, but for our mental, and for our self-esteem, and for our relationships. And a lot of people just can't find themselves getting into a place of shelter, a place of safety, a place of comfort. And that's just a basic human necessity in life. We're all looking for that. So look deep within yourselves. I had that opportunity this week to look very deep into myself and contemplate this a little bit. I'm on a fast right now. And I decided to do this fast, and I am weak, and I am tired, and I am fucking hungry. Okay? I'm already a pretty frail dude, and I lost 12 pounds this week, you guys, so I'm ready to eat. But I was able to introduce like leafy greens and stuff to my system this week, which was really nice, and I had to eat a mango this morning, so that's cool. I hope you guys have had more than a mango to eat this morning. But some people have not had even that. Consider them for a moment. What that makes me think about is, during my moments of meditation and contemplation, is that my first shelter that I ever had in my life has been the most important, because that first shelter is me. It's the temple that surrounds the actual me. We're not talking about, the person that I am, or my career, or my failures, or my success. We're talking about soul. You are a soul that inhabits a person, and you are that shelter for that person. And I started thinking about that, and I was like, that's what I'm doing with this fast. At first it was just a health thing, and then I was like, this is actually a spiritual thing too. Now granted, you do start to lose your mind a little bit if you haven't had food after 5 days, so bear with me. But I have noticed that I had these incredible cravings while I was meditating and while I have been fasting. And those cravings, it's not alcohol and it's not like meat or anything cool like that. It's actually chocolate cake with icing on top. Imagine that. Now they say when you're fasting, you're going to crave the things you're actually addicted to. It turns out I'm addicted to sugar. Something as stupid, and I realized, oh, that's because you eat a lot of those little Hostess cupcakes with the filling in the middle, like you're still in 3rd grade. I love those. I eat them like every day, like no joke. What I want you guys to keep in mind is that we all have to protect each other, because some people can't protect their shelters the way that maybe others are able to protect their shelters. And we are part of the human experiment, guys. We have to take care of one another, and taking care of one another is taking care of yourselves ultimately. Thank you.